What's up, everybody? It's your girl Kiwan, and I am back with Belle Collective Birmingham, season 1, episode 4, Countdown to Chaos. Before I start, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video I drop. Make sure you like the videos. All right. Let's just go ahead and jump right on in. So this episode picks up with Stormy still pissed off about her boxes being mixed up with the trios. With the trio in a box being mixed up. They posted the trio. Well, they were paying for the box with the trio prices. So she's trying to fix everything in the background. Or were they paying for the trio? Yeah, they was paying for the trio they was paying the prices of the box. I don't know either one of them, but she was trying to get everything fixed. So what she did was the first 1,000 people that ordered, she would add extra product. She was supposed to have 250 people, the first 250 people to order. She was going to put $50 of extra product in their bag, which I thought was a really good deal. Anyway, Martell Raggedy Ass arrived, and I think having him there was so much of a good idea. The ladies took to him, the people on, as we've seen, we just get, but some of the ladies did take to him. The ladies that were the Instagram followers took to Martell. So it was really good. Having him was a good idea, so cool. So Jason arrived, and Gummy Bear is really happy. You guys, I'm going to say this. Kayla, her new name is Gummy Bear. Okay? Gummy Bear. All right? And she's extremely happy to see Jason. Okay? I just want y'all to know that this review is mostly going to be unpopular. All right. So Jason arrived. I'm sorry, not that. Fumi said that Gummy Bear is very happy when she sees Jason and that she likes Jason for Gummy Bear. And I feel like this isn't enough time to assess that he is good for her. Anyway, hopefully, they're good. Hopefully she don't marry him, and hopefully they just doing whatever they do. Okay? So Gummy Bear asked what, she was looking at Kylan's energy. She was like, oh my God, her energy is great. Like, I just wanted to know what she taking. And so they was like, oh no. Why would you say that? Okay? So Stormy said, in her confessional, I want to say she made a good decision by not inviting Tiffany because her energy is off or weird or whatever word she used. She haven't adjusted to Tiffany and Tiffany's energy. And the live is over. Thank God. Anyway, Amber has a fertility appointment, and her mom is supposed to be going with her. So she asked her mom. Her mom says, you wouldn't have to go if you had a man and or if you got married. And I'm like, ma'am, listen, ma'am, don't piss me off. Okay, you don't piss me off. Anyway, can y'all not shove down y'all daughter's throats? Okay? If they don't want to get married, if they want to bring a kid in this world that they can financially take care of, or adopt a kid without having somebody there that they can be fiscally responsible for, I think that that's okay. I think that should be okay. The fact that they choose to want to love a child or bring a child in this world that they want to love, I think that those things are okay. And I think that they will be okay. And I also think that if love is in their cards, it will come. But if it doesn't make them less of a woman. It doesn't make them less of a person. Anyway, So Kylan have a conversation with Amber, and she asks Amber, "Did you see the video?" Because Gummy Bear said I had a lot of energy, like I did a line or two. Okay, because how? Okay, y'all know. Okay, that's what she put. So Amber thinks that Gummy Bear throws the rock and hides her hand, and Kylan will be checking Kayla on site because Amber was like, I usually will stop Kylan, but I won't. And you won't because you still don't like her because she hadn't spoken to you. And I need you, Amber, to grow the hell up. Okay, grow up. Get over it. Like, when I tell y'all Amber, I want to like Amber, but Amber has worked my nerve. Like, it's really like some nitpicky stuff I'm really starting to see. And I'm really starting to see it from the people that I really, I'm telling y'all, I have to speak my truth. I have to speak my truth. Anyway, Stormy talks about the live to whatever that boy name, I don't know his name. And we found out that Lala Products actually made over $1 million. And I was like, oh my God. Y'all, that brings me back to when I was online and Super made her first $1 million sale that Thanksgiving weekend from the crayon case. Okay? When I tell y'all people work really hard to start their own business, I was just like, okay. Speaking of that, commercial break. You guys go on Instagram to my cousin Courtney's page. She has an Instagram page called High Vibe Candle Line. Okay, this is the happiness candle, and as you can see, it's the pink pineapple lush nectar. And not only is it happiness, it has an intention right there, right here. So each candle has a different intention, and it is there, and it is called High Vibe Candle Fragrance Company Co. High Vibe Candle Fragrance Co. on Instagram. All right. Description will be, her information will be in the description box. Okay. Shout out to the black business owners. Okay. My cousin just started, and I need y'all to go run it up. I promise and I swear you won't regret it. It really smells like I don't even want to light it. I really don't, y'all. I really don't. But y'all go love on my cousin around that corner, okay? Go love on my girl, okay? And if you cannot find her on Instagram, just send me a message. Or if you follow me on Instagram, shoot me a DM, a comment or something. But I'm always reposting it in my stories. I'm always posting it. Like, it's not a day that goes by that I don't repost, that I don't share or repost High Vibes. Okay? Anyway, shout out to you, cousin. So Stormy starts to cry because, she thinks of the times, the struggles, how hard it was. And then she thinks about those times when the ball dropped and how people just don't understand why and how she have to show up the way she do. I low-key feel like she was talking about Amber because I think I don't know if she's still mad at Amber for how everything went down, but I'm hoping that they have a conversation and square some things away, but we'll see. So Stormy called Chanel, which is her chief advisor, okay? They talk about why Tiffany wasn't invited. And Stormy said she was uninvited because Tiffany asked her to mop the floor. Okay, we're here. I just didn't understand the end of this conversation the conversation at the end of this episode, but whatever. And so everybody's like, oh my God, who asked Stormy to mop the floor? Like, again, I think Tiffany was just playing. I really, really do. She has a sense of humor that people don't want to understand. Let me say that. Cause y'all get in y'all bags of faves and y'all just don't understand. Okay? I did not expect to be shaken up for the nice nasty church lady. But I am. I just don't think this lady was serious. Like, if you understand, you understand. Anyway, Amber, Gummy Bear, Tiffany, and Sonetta, they all go to this cute boxing. Okay, it's not like regular boxing. Okay, this was really nice. Okay, I ain't never seen nothing like this. It had high music, lights, boxing. I was here for it. All right. So Amber says that she needed to punch some bags instead of punching Kyla because she's saved and sanctified. But then 3 minutes later, you bent over clapping your ass cheeks while Tiffany stand behind you and slapping on your butt. But you saved. Okay, you know what? I'm not that person. Because I ain't like when people used to do that to me. Okay, let me live. I'm just saying, y'all always want to throw that stuff out there. But then you acting like you say with your lips that you're saved. But everything else says, I'm only acting like this. Oh, Amber. I just need Amber to keep it a buck. And I don't feel like Amber walking in her true self. And that's all I'm going to say. And I like Amber. I just don't feel like Amber is authentic. I feel like Amber is putting on. I know everybody think for nice nasty church lady is putting on. At least she nice nasty to your damn face. Okay? But I also think Amber is putting on. All right? Anyway, they talk about the live. And we find out that Tiffany and Fumi had a conversation. They apologized to one another and all is well in the hood. Okay? So Amber asked Kyla about the comment she made under Kyla's post. So Gummy Bears, I don't know why I keep switching her name. Gummy Bear said, I didn't know that was your niece. And I was just joking. And she did say I was joking, but the joke just didn't land. And it didn't, man. You don't know this lady? I will say this. I do think Kyla was joking. I think Gummy Bear was joking. Gummy Bear was joking. However, you cannot joke like that with everybody. So I'm on Sonetta's side when she say you cannot joke like that with everybody. Like, you don't know her like that. That is a total stranger. But I also feel like you knew that was her niece. I'm not gonna let you get off like that scot-free, Gummy. Okay? Bear. Sorry. I have to call her Gummy Bear until I can't. Okay? I do think you knew that was her niece. And yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. So Amber said, well, Colin is grown, so I'm just going to let her handle it. But if she's grown and you wanted her to handle it, why did you speak up for her? Oh, you spoke up for her because you don't know how to keep it a buck and you not showing up in your real self. So that hug, that exchange, that hug y'all had, that shit was fake as fuck. It was fake. You really don't like this lady. And you just wanted to have something to say so you could create more conflict between you and her. And so you can try to son her, a little girl, or whatever you want to call it. You wanted to son this lady. And then you want to say, oh, I'm going to let Kylan have it. You already know your niece or whatever it is, your niece. You know your niece is going to be on 10 and 20. So there was no need for you to even address it. But you addressed it because she's the youngest one in the bunch. And you need somebody to target and you need somebody to go at. So it sounds like production got in your ear and you're going to let them get in your ear. But you, ma'am, you are so saved and sanctified, right? You can't keep it a buck. You are the throw the rock and hide your hand. Because you didn't even admit to Tiffany last week that it was you and Sonetta, but you, that told Fumi to come to this lady's event. But Gummy Bear is to hide the rock and hope and throw the rock and hide your hand. Okay, Amber. Y'all, I am really trying. I'm trying to see it for Amber, but I can't. Anyway, Sonetta. So Sonetta made so much sense. So she tells Kyla, I know you. And because I know you, I know what you said when you put under the post. I knew that was a joke. However, what's a joke to us may not be a joke for other people. And so she tells Tiffany, just like you told Stormy to go mop, that didn't win her over well. Like that may have made her feel away. No, that's not what she said. She said, just like you told Stormy to go mop. When I heard you say that, I was like, ugh, don't say that. Okay? So Tiffany took it to the chin. Even Kyla apologized. She apologized to Amber. She apologized. So she was like, I'll be mindful. But y'all know, I think that Gummy Bear is a little delayed. I think Gummy Bear lacks awareness sometimes. And then this is one of those times. So Tiffany was cool with the advice. So she tell Amber, hey, do you think you can call Stormy so I can meet her? Yeah, no, so we can have a conversation. So the other thing Tiffany said was, I felt like Stormy could have told me why she was offended. I didn't know, because Stormy did not say why she was offended. You want this lady to read your mind. You wanted to get mad. She was just playing, but you wanted to be mad. Like, girl, I guess. Anyway, Amber and her mom goes to her appointment. And she thanks her mother for coming to her appointment. And I'm sorry, y'all. And her mom lets her know once again, if you had a man, you wouldn't be going, she wouldn't be going through this, you wouldn't be going through this by yourself. And again, ma'am, you pissing me off. So anyway, she asked her mom, she was like, you know what? After they talked to the doctor, she told them about the what do they call it? The pros and the cons of having these treatments, because Amber said she looked on YouTube. Ma'am, do not do that. Okay, if y'all are, listen, if anybody is experiencing any symptoms, please do not seek Chat GPT, YouTube, or any internet medical whatever. Please go seek a medical professional. Okay? Because you can get on Chat GPT and you can go look something up on the Google, and they're gonna tell you if you got a headache, that means you have what do they call it? Methylthelone. Is it methylthelone? You know what? Let me hold on, because I'm gonna get this word, because I know this word. I'm telling y'all, I'm no dummy by far. Hold on. Anyway, mesothelioma. First of all, okay, y'all need to do not stop looking stuff up and go to a doctor. Okay? People gonna tell y'all have asbestos in your throat. That don't even make sense, Erica. That don't make sense. You right. It don't make sense. Listen. Sorry. Anyway, um, bruh. I don't know why I cracked myself up. So yes, so then Amber, she asked her mom, hey, she just was, and I think it was a joke because her doctor did tell her, not that she couldn't be by herself, but it would be helpful to have support. That's what the doctor stressed. Support, support, support. So she was like, well, mom, can you come live with me? And can you come stay with me for 2 weeks? And her mama was like, well, did you forget I have a husband? Baby, if this lady ain't male identified, one of them old school male identified women, ma'am. Okay, your husband will be okay. Obviously not, because it seems as though this lady must do everything. And the fact that this lady had on a pink Sagittarius shirt, a Sagittarius would never. Well, some of y'all would. Not this Sagittarius, okay? Anyway, because if it was my daughter, and she'd be like, Mama, can you come over to my house for 2 weeks? I'm going through the process. And if I ain't got nothing, if I ain't got to work and I ain't got no things going on and I know I can do it, I'm there. I'm there. Ain't nobody stopping me, so I'm there. So she lay her head on her mom's shoulder, and her mom tell her, if you had a man, you can lay your head on his shoulders. And I just too male identified for me. I don't want to see this lady no more. Anyway, Tiffany and Kendra. So Tiffany tells Kendra about the mop situation between her and Stormy. And I see you trying to cheer your friend up, Kendra, but the advice that you gave Tiffany sounded a little crazy to me. Like, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I was just like, I just think it was just miscommunication. Like Stormy just not willing to understand her, and Tiffany not saying, oh, I'm just joking. I'm just playing, girl. Like, I don't know. It's just communication and these people not wanting to understand each other. And I also felt like Stormy was piggybacking off of Fumi's feelings. Anyway, Amber took her first dose of meds. The ladies meet up because what's her name? Amber wanted to round all the ladies up. So it sounded like all of the other ladies couldn't show up except for Tiffany and Stormy, and they both came with somebody, which made me feel like this was not a meetup for everybody. You only told those two, and they decided they wanted to bring a +1, and you let them just for referee purposes, I guess. I don't know. So Amber said she took her meds and she got really, really sick, and she had to take like some nausea medicine, but she felt really, really bad, and that was one of the symptoms. Like, this is how this medicine is going to make you feel. And I hate that for her, but I really hope she get her child. I really do. And I applaud anybody who decide, you know what, I may not have somebody, and I don't know if they're going to come or not, but I can't wait on someone to come for me to have a child. So I'm going to go through the process of having a kid, but I just don't want, I hope she also consider maybe, not really IVF and all of that, but if she can't through this, like adoption or surrogacy, if she, I just want her to know that this is not her only option for a kid. That's all. So anyway, Tiffany tells Stormy, Sonetta told me that you were offended about what I said at game night. So she asked Stormy, what was she offended? what was I offended by? And Stormy asked Tiffany, do you think you did something offensive at game night? Tiffany said, listen, I don't want to make any assumptions. And so Stormy said, do you feel like you did anything offensive? Tiffany said, I don't know what I did, which is why I'm asking. So at this point, Stormy decided she wanted to piss me off because tell Tiffany why were you offended? You didn't have a problem with telling the person that you're standing next to. You didn't have a problem with telling them that. But you want to come here and play word salad with Tiffany like she's supposed to guess. And she see what you're doing. She see you. Okay, we see you. We're not finna play this game. Like, I don't like that. Don't try to come here and don't try to bully somebody into some weird submission. Like, girl, say what you need to say. You offended me. You told me to mop. I didn't like that. But honestly, when you say it out loud, the shit sounds stupid. But hey, if you felt the way, say you felt the way. I'm just annoyed. I'm just gonna assume that all season Tiffany and Gummy Bear will be getting into it with different people. That is what I see. I don't know. And this is all I got. Until next time. Okay? So yes. This is your girl, Kiwan, reminding you to keep showing up, keep growing, stay true to yourself, and I will see y'all in the next video.